Hello everybody, it's Shawna L and it's August 21st, 2020. I am, thinking about how I kind of get ready to show up for channeling, bringing through the energies and the messages from these higher dimensional beings of light who I'm so honored and thrilled to be working with, and I'm so humbled to be able to bring forth their messages to you right now. I think I've mentioned before, and I'll say it again, before 2 years ago, I had no idea what the ascension was. I really hadn't thought about a presence outside of Earth, sentient beings outside of the human race. I kind of always knew in my heart, well, duh, of course there's going to be intelligent life forms out there. That's no brainer. And you're seeing more and more the types of disclosure that's happening right now in terms of we're just not the only ones here in all of existence, obviously, right? But there's a couple of things I wanted to talk to you about, just tell you about quickly. There's a couple things that I do every day, and these are small things that maybe will help you as well. I'm a huge fan of Paul Selig and his channeled books. His first book is I Am the Word, and one of the things the Melchizedek whom he channels in these books talks about is setting intentions and saying these intentions out loud. You're saying there's a lot of mantras that they give you that you can repeat and say that help you. My favorite one from that book, I believe it was that book, is to say, I am word through the intention to embody the highest level vibrational frequency possible for me in my point in my evolution. I am word through this intention, word I am word. So basically you're calling upon the universe to help support you in embodying the highest vibrational frequency you can, given your point in your evolution. And this is palpable. You get quiet, you get centered, give yourself a few minutes to settle down, and then you say that little intention, and it's awesome. I love that. So I wanted to pass that along. Archangel Metatron in the books by Robbie McKenzie that he channeled. I'm not sure exactly which book. There's 4 books in the series. Maybe it could be the Clarion Call or the Healing Book, where Metatron says just very simply what you can do all the time. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, you say, thank you for all that has been. Second part to this, you breathe in. Breathe out and you say, thank you for all that is. And then finally, you breathe in. Breathe out and you say, thank you for all that is to come. So just being completely in your heart space there, full of gratitude for everything that has been, everything that is, and everything that is to come. So I love those 2 things. I wanted to tell you about that very quickly. And I also wanted to let you know that Commander Ashtar came through yesterday just privately to me. And he really asked that I double down on my dedication to this work. So basically, I'm really, at this particular moment, present moment, I'm dedicating basically my life to helping with the ascension. I've signed up for a pretty big mission in this lifetime, and part of that is helping to awaken as many of you as possible to the truth of what's going on here. If I can do it, you can do it. I mean, seriously, it's been quite a roller coaster. It's been an emotional journey. It's been an amazing, beautiful journey of discovery. It's hard to even explain what happens to you through this process, and it takes a lot of trust and faith. And I am giving my guides so much trust and faith right now, and I'm trying to go with the flow. I'm pretty much a type A controlling personality. I'm a Capricorn. I'm a go-getter. I'm a planner. I have a lot of project management in my background, account management. These are very kind of analytical, left-brained, critical thinking and analytics. I've got a lot of that in my background, and I've had to basically turn all that upside down and start living a new truth for myself. Ashtar actually had some amazing information about being able to dedicate energy to a mission like this. And there are many of you who came to Earth who are not yet woken up to the fact that you have also raised your hand. You've also come down here to help with this ascension and to help Mother Earth and help humanity ascend to the 5th dimension. So I just want to say, you can do this. It's important to dedicate your energy to this. You're investing in yourself. You're investing in humanity. We are all one, and this is very, very important. So I'm going to try to transcribe some of what Ashtar said about this and about the day job and giving all your energy to a day job and then not really having any energy to invest in yourself. And really, what are you giving up when you do that? It's massive. It's massive. So look for that on my website. And finally on my website, so ShawnaLFrancis.com, I just launched this. These videos started, 22 days ago, kind of by accident, which is wonderful because now I've got 200 subscribers and all of you, and you're interested in what's going on here. But my website, I talk about what is ascension, what does it mean to awaken. I have channeled messages on there, more messages from the Galactic Federation of Light. I have a resources page where I have a list of trusted people who are in the know about galactics and the cosmos and our multidimensionality. These people who are my friends, my associates, who are here to help you through this transition. So that's under resources. More information about who I channel, what they're saying, basically about my journey. So please check that out. All right, I've been talking way too long. Thanks, guys, for listening. We are going to channel right now. So the Galactic Federation of Light wants to come through, they said, with their own quick message. And then I thought we would ask a few questions if we've got time. So, or if they're willing to answer these questions. So I'm going to get quiet, let them get started here, and then we'll have some time for questions. Hello, beautiful humans here on Earth right now. We are delighted to speak with you. Yes, Shawna is correct when she says this is an incredible time for humanity. It is a pivotal time for you and your journeys. It is a time for you to wake up to the truth of your existence. And it's a time for you to embrace love. This seems fairly simple on the surface, does it not? Well, of course I should embody love. Well, of course I want to live my authentic truth. Of course I want to help humanity and Mother Earth. Let's take a moment and talk through some of these roadblocks that you may be facing as you try to step into this new truth of yourself. Roadblocks come in many shapes and sizes, many forms, many levels of intensity. The trick for you and your goal, my friends, is to take a look at each and every one of those things, almost with a spotlight on them, so you can really see them for what they are. Because what we're seeing is happening with many of you light workers and starseeds, those of you who are here to help traverse this new state of being, to help your fellows. You are getting tripped up on things that are buried deep in your psyches. You have shoved these things pretty deep. They may be ambiguous, shrouded in darkness, shrouded in confusion, can you get quiet, take the time to bring them each up one at a time, to really feel into whatever this is that you would consider to be a roadblock. Your perception is everything. If you perceive something to be a roadblock for you, it is. That's how it works. If you perceive that you can't do something, well, that is your truth, and that's how that works. And you may find that as you really take this thing that's buried deep within you, maybe it's hiding behind your heart, or in a sore hip, or in a headache, consciously ask for help. Ask your higher self to bring this into the light. Really take it into the light and take a very good look at it. Really dig into this closet that's dark and is old and it's full of stuff from forever ago. Things that you forgot were even there, that you placed there a long time ago to be dealt with later, literally and figuratively. Let's open those closet doors. Let's open a few windows. Let's let some light in here. Let's dust this stuff off. Let's get rid of the cobwebs. Let's take that time to really take out that old thing that's buried in the corner there and take a look at that. Let's bring it out to the light and take a look at it. Resist the urge to put that thing back in that corner to be dealt with later. Really, my friends, now is the time. Now is the time to take a good look. Bring these things into the light. Things that might have been in that dark closet your whole life. Your whole life. This is where praying for help, asking for help could really come in handy. My higher self, my team of guides, please help me understand the lesson I need to learn here. Please let me understand how I can let go of this pain and suffering, this chaos, confusion, regret, guilt, shame. Please help me dissipate the energy around this. It is important that you feel into whatever the emotions are that come along with these things that you're bringing up. Shoving those emotions away puts them deeper into the closet. So you bring this item into the light. You feel whatever it is you need to feel around that deeply, deeply. There may be tears. And as we've told Shawna many times, your tears and your release of energy here makes room for new energies to come into their place. Your crying is a form of release. It's important. This is a physical manifestation of you releasing pent-up energy that's in your body that needs to go. This may be a process for many of you. That's okay. Aren't you worth it? Isn't this investment in you, your life, your time on this planet, is it not worth it? Nobody else is going to do this for you. You are in choice here. You are a powerful being. You must take the time to invest in yourself, in your sovereignty, in your freedom from all the fear, hurt, shame, guilt, regrets that you may be carrying around and maybe have been carrying around for lifetimes. You can let this go. You can process this and move on free and clear into the now. Into the now. Let's not even worry about the future. The future doesn't exist. Even the past doesn't exist. The only thing that's real is what's happening right now in this very moment. So as you take these items out of your closet for acknowledgement, for integration, for processing, maybe there's even an opportunity there for you to thank that thing, thank it, show gratitude toward it for teaching you very important lessons that you needed to learn. Gratitude. Can you be in gratitude for everything your higher self and your oversoul has brought to you in this lifetime? Things that you desperately needed to learn, to experience for your soul's evolution and growth? Can you see that you're not a victim? The illusion is that you're a victim. The illusion is that things happen to you. At some level, my friends, everything that's happened to you in your life has been for a specific reason. This is why you are here on earth. This is part of the awakening process, is to understand that your soul is everlasting, omnipresent, and forever. You have come to earth at this time to learn and evolve, to experience new things, to test yourselves, to move through karma. That's why you're here. You're not here to amass wealth, to amass power and fame, although it may be part of your journey to do so. You're really here to learn and experience in your own specific way, learning your own specific lessons. Some of these are really hard lessons. This is why you don't ever want to look at your neighbor and judge where they're at in their evolutionary process. You've been all those things. Everything that you see in everybody else has been you at one time and will be you at another time. We hope that this gives you some very specific tools to help you along in your journey, your ability to embody light and to embody love, first for yourself, then for others. We are starting with the basics, my friends, and this is a doozy. This is a big one. And this also helps answer the question, what kinds of work can we be doing to help embody light and love beyond journaling and beyond meditating? So there you see it, my friends. We've started answering questions. So at this time, we'll hand it back to Shawna, and we will address some of your other questions. Okay, thank you so much, Galactic Federation of Light. All right. All right. More questions about the darkness. The question is specifically, are there dark beings here operating on Earth right now as humans? So possibly not really human, but they show up as humans here. We don't know the difference. Is the dark showing up here as humans or just influencing humans, as we've talked about already, or both? So let's start with that. Your conspiracy theorists have a heyday with things like this. Aliens walking amongst you, aliens looking just like you, aliens of a dark nature coming through our perceptions as being human. We'd like to help you understand that for this point in your evolutions, this is creating a lot of unnecessary fear. We can imagine you all looking over your shoulders wondering, is that a reptilian? Is that a gray alien? Is that something of the dark or of evil lurking here in this restaurant, in this grocery store, at the airport? This is all a horrible waste of your energy to be worrying about this at this time. This is not where we would ask that you focus your attention. There are beings of higher light whose job it is to help take care of these things for you, to work on these things, to evolve these situations. This is not anything that you who are watching this video, who are getting these messages, should worry about one bit. This is a complete waste of your precious energy and a way to stay in darkness and fear. Please don't do that. What's more important is that you realize that as a species, the dark has exerted extreme influence on who you believe yourselves to be, how you operate on a day-to-day basis, your belief systems, the way you view yourselves, the way you view your neighbors, the divisive nature of this culture. Even the belief that you are separate from everything else. We ask that this is where you remain focused, understanding this, being aware of this, and being in choice to not follow along in that path. Thank you for the question. Thank you, team. How do we come together to find our soul families, our star families, our tribes, especially during COVID and these times where it's hard to maybe connect physically with people? If you remember, my friends, that everything is energy, absolutely everything is energy. You are already connected in ways you can't comprehend here in your third dimensional reality here in a body on Earth. You are already connected in so many ways. You are actually connected in all ways. It is only your limited perception of your existence that stops you from knowing this. A lot of these boundaries or barriers where you feel separate and divided and not connected are just based on an outdated, outmoded belief system. This is a chronic belief that, quite frankly, we are trying to help wake you to the fact that this is not the truth. You are connected. You are all one. You are all working together energetically, sometimes in positive ways, sometimes in negative ways, but the collective is extremely important. By setting your intention to work together as a group, even with those whom you have not physically met yet, sets up powerful manifestation. Etherically, you're able to connect to your star family at any given time. This takes a belief that you can do so. You may ask for help to get to that point, both with your etheric team and with others on Earth right now who are here to help you connect like that, who are here to help you evolve and awaken to your true existence. Part of this is taking action on your behalf, not waiting for us to present these people, these existence, these beings of light to you, but to be asking and take action that this becomes your reality. You put your intentions out there and you visualize what it is you'd like your life to be, who you'd like to be interacting with, and be in action around these things. Begin to really set a focused intention to bring these people to you. Not just people, but entities of higher light, higher dimensional beings of light, even your higher self. If you don't feel like you have a relationship with your higher self whatsoever, we'd recommend that this is where you start. Start with the higher self. Get to know your higher self. My friends, get to know your heart. While these things can be happening simultaneously, as you get quiet Get out of your headspace. Stop identifying with your ego and your mind, making sure you're not feeling like you're a victim of circumstance here. This all starts to change your vibration. And as you change your vibration, as it evolves and as it becomes higher in nature, this is when you start to really attract like-minded souls who share that vibration. It's so much more about your vibration and your resonance than it is about what you look like, what you're saying, the actions you're taking, although these, the actions you take are important. It's also the belief that you can do this. So really the inner work, the inner connection to the core of who you are, to your authentic truth, this is going to set the stage vibrationally for you to attract soul family type beings into your world. This is super important. That's the energetic frequency that you need in order to really connect that way. We thank you for your question. Beautiful. Thank you, team. Another question about our financial situation here. There are some saying that there will not be any more poverty in the world very soon. Does this mean that rich people will lose their wealth and every citizen of the world will be given some amount of money or land? And if so, how soon might this happen? So I know we've talked about financial situation a little bit at a high level, so we've got a very specific question here. The financial situation that the world finds itself in now has been the product of your choices on some level. Yes, there have been negative dark influences in the overall infrastructures of this planet, the institutions, every facet of your beingness has been influenced by the dark. But we'd like to say that you have been in accord with this on some level. You have almost blindly and in ignorance followed along with everything that's been laid before you as being the way it is. So at that level, you have been choosing it. This is part of you being asleep, just accepting that what is being told to you as the truth. So as a culture, as a society, as a species, these institutions have been erected without the best interest in heart for all of you. These institutions help keep the masses under control. They help to keep you feeling powerless, disenfranchised, and in the mode of needing to survive. What you don't know is that this world is immensely abundant. There's enough for every single man, woman, and child on this planet to live a full and beautiful life, full of abundance. While we are not able to say when major changes will be happening, know that a new paradigm is coming. So much of the specifics of what happens here from a financial perspective are dependent on you, are dependent on you waking up, are dependent on you embracing your sovereignty and freedom. This is why, my friends, we continue to say over and over again, this is what's most important for you as individuals, to wake up to your power and your creative abilities. This is where humanity is at, generally speaking, across the board. This is the most important thing you can be doing right now. This will precede the major overhauls that will be coming to your financial institutions. It may not be your leaders, your elected officials, that bring this new paradigm into fruition. It may be a grassroots effort. It may be the people banding together, demanding change, and being the change that they demand, creating the change they want to see. And yes, the Galactic Federation of Light, many beings of higher light, our benevolence here, want to help you understand a better way forward for humanity when it comes to financial institutions. When the time is right, and when you are ready from a consciousness perspective, these things will become more known to you. Humanity's not ready right now. We are making strides, though. It is happening. The light is winning. This is a battle. So please have faith that things will be so much better than you can comprehend right now. Keep working on yourselves, your own personal light. And this will begin to unfold naturally. We thank you for your question. Thank you, Galactic Federation of Light, for that. I'm going to save the rest of these for another time. Thank you, everybody who's on this journey with me. Thank you to my guides. Have a wonderful day, and we'll talk soon. Thanks, everybody.